Hi, I'm A.Peacock. I was the writer-director for Sound of Faith. The hardest challenge for me was, I would first say, was the casting because, we started this last summer doing all the pre-pro, and I tell you, Chloe Thompson was my producer. She did an incredible job. There's a lot of behind the scenes y'all haven't seen, but without her, none of this stuff would have been made possible. So casting, Chloe helped me a lot with. It was just really tough because, we were traveled here to North Carolina, and it was tough to find people that wanted to commit. And the crew was a little bit different because this is part of our class. We're able to miss class, to film. This is our class, is to film these projects. But just finding talent was really difficult. But the bright side is because I knew so many people here in North Carolina, so many people were just wanting to help, and that just meant a lot to me. I had a hard time finding my main talent, especially Lily and Nathan. It came to a last resort where I asked my buddy Nick to come and help because Nick and I, we've been working together at the YMCA since 2018, and I've seen Nick kind of act, and I know he had a theater background, and I know he can get very emotional and mad when you tell him to at the snap of a finger, and I'm like, that always impressed me. So I asked him to do it. It's actually funny, first day on set, we have a very emotional scene with Nathan, and I told him, to slam the door. I think he took that a little too literally, and it was really funny because he slammed the door so hard that the fire alarm fell off the wall, and me and Elizabeth Bowers, she was my key grip, electric, and scripty, which she did an awesome job too. All the lighting and looks and continuity would have not been made possible without her, but me and her were dying not to laugh. I'm like, Nick, keep going, it's okay. It's just really funny to see how he brought his character to life. So I asked a lot of my friends that just wanted to be a part of it, and we taught them, even some people who haven't acted before, we taught them how to basically work for the camera, and it's just really impressive to see everyone come to life. But I asked my mom, who played Sarah, her name's Amy, I asked her to play the role of Sarah, who's the mom of Nathan, because it's my mom. I know she can do mom things, and I know because my brother and I, Cameron, we have gone through things in life. Like he's in the Marines, I'm at school, and mom can get emotional. So I'm like, hey, pretend Nathan is your kid. Pretend like he's us. Use that inspiration to apply to Nathan and pretend like he's your kid. And she did an incredible job. There's a scene where she kind of gets fussy with him, and mom really brought it to life. I still laugh at that scene because it's just really good how she did it. I had a hard time finding the actress for Lily, and Taylor, I just found her through a Peace Baby list of the feature film I worked on. I just emailed her and we got to talking. She actually responded to me weeks later saying, hey, is the position still open? I'd be interested. And I had her audition, and her and Nick, just seeing them both audition, I knew they would work well together, and they really did. They had great chemistry. That was just the Lord's work because I never knew Taylor, but I knew Nick, and it was just really cool to see them work together, and how Taylor just wanted to even miss class to be here with us, and it just meant a lot to me because she is majoring in theater, so I knew this opportunity would be probably a really cool lifetime experience for her. I asked people for the crew months in advance if they wanted to be a part of it, and it just meant a lot when even some people I wasn't very close with wanted to just help because they loved my passion, and I wanted to pour out my love and passion onto them as well to bring this project to life. The hardest things was pre-pro. Budgeting was difficult because I never done this before, and it wasn't easy, but again, Chloe helped me get through a lot of stuff, and I really appreciate her helping me get through pre-pro because I've learned without pre-pro you can't have any of this. Your pre-production is very important. We came down for a tech scout, and how a tech scout works is you bring the main keys by the crew, and they come down to each location, they scout it out, they see, hey, what type of power do we need? What type of lights can we bring to make, basically you see it audio visual, so you know how it sounds, you know how it looks, so when you come on set, there should be no problems. We came to mainly the Cove Church, and I was able to take off this hat that I was wearing all throughout the summer to pass it on to some of my friends. Like I taught Larry the lights, my dad was operating graphics for the worship song. I had the Grahams figuring out how to manage the PA system and record live for the worship scene. It was just really neat to pass down everything and share my passion with everyone. 2 Corinthians 4-6 talks about how the light shines in the darkness, and I just enjoyed being the light shining in the darkness, and that's why Sound of Faith is so incredible because everyone brought their A game. And again, I really enjoy sharing my passion with others, and it meant a lot to me just seeing others really help bring this story and picture to life, because everyone brought their A game, and that's why I knew picking this handcrafted crew would be top of the line people, and I was very blessed to have everyone I worked with. I tell you this though, Jillian would say she was my first assistant director, and she did an incredible job. Like, without her, none of the logistics, scheduling, the crew getting fed, working with Chloe, it's just, they were incredible people. Jillian would say how she was my left half of the brain, meaning because as a director and somewhat executive producer on set, there was a lot of things that I went through and a lot of things, moving parts, that she was able to help relieve the pressure off of me so I can spend more time with the actors and talent, because it's not as easy as it looks.
So I say a letter came for you today.
Nick starts first. Are you okay, Will?